But like you said, it was the creepiest thing. So I kept looking for a mile or two because I was looking to pull off. Every time I'd look over, that eye would just be like looking right at me, like a dead bird. And I was doing the thing where I'd drive and like I'd slam on the brakes so it would get, or that was going like right and left extreme, trying to get the bird just to fall out. Off. Yeah, trying to get the fall out. I was even thinking in my mind, I was like, maybe I should just go to a car wash. And then it would fall out then, right? Just driving the car. No big deal. Nice day. Da-da-da. And then all of a sudden, bam, I hear that. I hear that sound. Boom. It's the kind of thing that sounds like it hit your windshield, when you're driving?
Yeah.
So I'm looking at there's no nicks anywhere. I'm like, what the fuck is that? That's weird. Like, well, what is that? I don't see anything. So I'm then going to take a right, and it's a 2-laner, so I'm going to take a right. So I kind of look over there. Out of the corner of my eye, in the, what's the mirror? The passenger. Side view mirror, passenger side view mirror. I see little feathers floating.
You got one.
I'm like, what the fuck is that? So I look in a full bird. I'll send you. Want me to send you a picture, Steve?
Is it a turkey or a goose?
No, what? It's a bird. 1 second. I'm going to send you the picture.
So are turkey and geese.
I know, but 1 second. Don't ruin it for me. Let me see here if I can find it. Which one's better? I'll send you this one first. Steve will appreciate that more than me.
Oh, I love a good roadkill shot.
That's what I figured.
Were you fully erect like this pervert when
I
you
was
hit
not.
that goose?
Look at the second. Look at these two, Steve. Look how weird this is. How did this happen?
That is weird. It looks like it might be just a chickadee.
I guess, but it flew in like that.
Oh no, it's a little bigger than chickadee. Yeah, that's weird. It's just like randomly caught in your window.
It's caught in the window. Like it got
that
stuck
is crazy.
in that little thing, and its leg was like there. I don't know how it happened. It just flew in full speed.
Was it stone dead, or did you have to finish it off?
It was dead. So but I don't know how that.
That's like a 1 in a billion chance.
Mathematically, almost like
insane.
Think of the size. First of all, think of the size of the world, and then think of the size of the actual space. So, Mike, it's that little space between the door, almost in between the mirror, like that little.
Yeah, you're like Randy Johnson hitting a.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I don't know how that happened.
Maybe he was sending you a message.
The poor bird's just looking at you.
Oh, that's the other thing. It's looking right at me.
Why?
So I get out of the car.
I'm gonna tweet this out from the show account.
That's fine. Tweet out and be like, whatever. It's happened to me. So I get out of the car and I'm like, now I have to get this bird out of here. And like, I want no. I almost called Steve. And I was like, just come wherever you are.
Moment.
I don't want to touch any. I just want no part of it. So I found in my trunk, I had my clubs, but there was a club I almost never use. So I flipped the club around and used the other end of it. And kind of poked at it. Nothing. No chance.
It's in there pretty solid.
It is. It's like jammed in. So I'm like, how do I get this fucking thing out of here? And so I'm kind of poking and like kind of backing away. I was like, I want no fucking part of this thing. And I pulled in like right off the road to like where they're doing construction at some they're building something, and they were closing it down for the day. Like they're locking the entrance to whatever. Mm-hmm. This guy comes over and he's like, hey, what are you doing? He's like, I'm like, oh, this bird got stuck here. He's like, oh, I thought you were going to get golf balls. I'm like, nah. He's like, I got gloves. You want me to take care of it? I was like, no, I'm fine. So I had to fucking then be
man.
Yeah, then I had to fucking do it. So I started jamming it, and it's fucking like it's almost like when you're a little kid, and you're about to lose your tooth, and it's just a string, like this. That was his neck. So I finally hit it, bam, one more time, and literally one half drops, and then I see his head just like spin 8 times and go down on the ground too.
It's just like a crowd of construction workers watching you pick a bird out of your Mercedes.
And there was blood all over the side of it. The feathers stuck to the car, blood on the side. It was gross.
Steve comes in like Winston Wolfe.
Steve's now masturbating into a cup. He's into the fucking water bottle.
Construction workers you never heard from again?
Yes. Oh, God. But I mean, what are the odds of that?
It's pretty
astronomical.
Unbelievable.
Although you hear about deer, you hear about deer running into the side of cars.
Happened to me. Happened to me in Maine 3 years ago. I was driving right out of Kennebunkport, going to the highway on one of these back roads. We're fucking deer all over the place there, And all of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye, I see a deer just bolt right at the car, went right into it, and just went back and like died.
Suicide.
Maybe it was. But it was, you saw the antlers marks like right on the door.
Yeah,
I mean, it went right in there because they're so dumb.
Do they see their reflection and think it's a...
I think they're just dumb. You ever see it? There was a video a couple of years ago went semi-viral of these deer jumping. One deer jumped over a bridge, and the rest of them followed. There was like 10 in a row. They just dumb. They don't know any better.
Fucking idiots, huh?
They really are.
You gotta wonder.
More.
I've always thought, as often as deer get hit crossing the road, how often are they crossing roads when there are just no cars there? It's almost like they just enjoy crossing roads. You think they would learn by now?
Deep thoughts.
Well, they got to get from one place to another.
Very deep thoughts.
No, you think they would learn?
Well, they're deer. They don't have
guess.
brains. They're like birds. I mean,
They
doesn't-
learn
here's the
enough to
problem.
avoid humans.
Here's the problem with deer. It doesn't
avoid
get back to
hunters.
them. When one of them dies, no one hears the news.
there's no blog for it. I don't
Yeah.
think. Or
I
anything.
mean, like, unfortunately.
Coyotes in the 50s and 60s could learn when other coyotes had been poisoned and avoid poisoned meat. You'd think that deer would develop some level
I think they're just
of
dumb. I
understanding.
think they're just dumb.
Yeah, stupid animal.
That's what I was thinking. That's why
You think that until you try to kill one.
That's why I don't like. Yeah, it's true. Certainly.
Oh, Steve has been outfoxed before.
I don't like running on trails because those deer, if they run like that, they can just run right into your fucking ribs.
That's the scary thing.
Yeah, they could charge you.
You know, or not even do it on purpose.
Oh, wouldn't that suck though if you got killed by a deer?
Oh,
There's
it would suck.
There's
That would suck. You're right.
Well, you wouldn't think about
it's
it.
a hilarious way to die, but you'd feel really bad sitting there thinking that you were brought low by a deer.
They say those are your last thoughts. Well, if I could go anyway. At least it was funny.
If you look at that picture, though, Steve, I've been trying to figure out how it happened. Like, what is your theory? What direction was the bird flying? How did it come down here? Did it go in this way? Did it come in this way?
I think it had to be flying at you.
I think so.
Yeah, it had to have been.
He said, this is one of Robinson's pals. I'm going to take him out.
Could be.
How fast were you going?
Not that, 40 miles an hour. It wasn't on the highway or anything.
Yeah.
35, 40. I don't know.
Yeah, it had to be flying right at you.
I guess.
Then it hit the beginning of it and kind of twisted upside down.
Yeah, it's like
The way its
foot or
head
whatever
is
it is.
upside down.
I feel like I'm a Goodfellas. Hoof. It's wing, or is that what it is? With its little foot. What do you call a bird foot?
A talon.
Town.
I call it a foot. Claw. Thank you. That's what its claw was almost like so stuck in there. That's what happened. That bird must be like, what the fuck?
This piece
What
of
happened?
Pathetic last few moments of
Oh
life.
my God! You live a life.
He's so confused.
You create a family. You provide a living, and this is how it ends.
I like the guys offering to take it off your hands, though. I got it if you need any help. Construction workers.
I was like, please, guys.
I'm all man.
Fuck are you talking about? I sprinted when the thing in the head flew. I was in the car before the fucking head landed.
You know, the birds.
I was like,
the bird's kids were in the tree line watching you
That's
pick it out of the
probably
car.
true.
You've
You
made
need
an
help,
enemy.
madam.
You've made enemies for life, Minihane.
oh God.
What are you gonna do if you walk out to your car this morning and there's a bird just sitting on it?
I'm telling you. But like you said, it was the creepiest thing. So I kept looking for a mile or two because I was looking to pull off. Every time I'd look over, that eye would just be like looking right at me. Like, dead bird. And I was doing the thing where I'd drive and like I'd slam on the brakes so it would get, or that was going like right and left extreme, trying to get the bird just
Trying to
fall
swerve it
out.
off?
Yeah, trying to get the fall out. I was even thinking in my mind, I was like, maybe I should just go to a car wash. And then it would fall out then, right?
It
You go through all those things, no?
I would think so.
Yeah.
What I like is the idea in like a week you'll be saying, I still see that eye looking
No
back at me
shit.
in the mirror.
And I was like, maybe I'll just keep it in the car, like a stuffed deer. Like, that's my kill. Leave it right there. Just drive around. Yeah, don't fuck with me.